Hello, collective. My name is Cheryl, and welcome back to Meta Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares. Thank you to my channel members, but most importantly, thank you for your continued support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, happy Friday to you all. It's definitely a rainy start to the end of the week as we look forward to moving into a new weekend. And I do kind of feel that the weather is a reflection of everything that is going on, not just within our own personal spaces, but also outside of us, externally, and yes, on very much a global level. When I come to the camera to do these readings, of course, I'm tapped into the collective energy, but outside of these readings, I've been receiving a lot of downloads about what's just going on around the world. And I do want to say, before I begin today's collective reading, that if everyone, afterwards can maybe take a moment, whether it's a minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, just to send out some thoughts, some prayers, just to wherever it might be needed the most in the world. There are a lot of people that are struggling. There are a lot of people moving through situations that are completely out of their control. Some of the things that I've seen, particularly in my dreams, have been quite alarming. But they do say that in order for us to have great change, of course, there are things that have to die. And I do feel energetically we are slap dab in the middle of that energetic period. So for those of you also that needed to hear this, please keep the faith. Please stay strong. Continue to support each other as much as you possibly can in order to help us move through these difficult times that we're seeing, again, not just within our own spaces, but also globally around the world at this time. So that being said, let's look into the current collective energy to see if Spirit has any information or advice they would like to share with us for our highest good at this time. I have already said my prayers and asked for a blessing for both myself, you, the collective, the cards in this reading. Spirit, what messages do you have for the general collective at this time? That's a lot. Let's see if we can ask Spirit to narrow it down just a little bit. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? We have the Eight of Cups. We have water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you emotionally have walked away from a situation. Some of you are feeling emotionally withdrawn. Some of you have turned your back on something that you invested 10 cups in, 10 cups being complete emotional happiness, normally connected to family, group happiness, but I am feeling this in terms of just overall personal peace, personal happiness. But looking at this Eight of Cups, maybe you were forced to walk away from someone, from something, or maybe from some people, or maybe someone was forced to do this surrounding you. Only take what resonates, as you know. The Eight of Cups is, literally feeling forced or feeling as if you have no option but to turn your back. I'm also drawn to the backpack that she's carrying. So I feel that this could be a journey to maybe a new city, a new country, maybe even just a different neighborhood or a different area. I just heard someone is looking for change. Whether this is you or your person of interest, but I just heard that there is someone looking for change. And it could be someone looking for change away from you. Maybe you're looking for change away from someone. I'm feeling that This is one of the two karmic energies that we've been picking up, whether you've seen them as a karmic duo, a karmic couple, two family members, two friends, however it might have resonated for you. But someone has absolutely turned their back emotionally on a relationship or a situationship that they found themselves in, and they've left. They've left. They keep bringing me back to the backpack. Can you tell the collective more about this Eight of Cups? Whoa, the cards are, it's an odd energy. What can you tell us about this Eight of Cups? There's that Hermit card again, Virgo energy. This is about that investigation. Someone did an investigation. I'm not getting meditative energy on this, which is normally what comes with the Hermit. And it's about that flashlight again. It's about someone shining a flashlight on the truth. Now, it could be this person that's walked away emotionally from whatever situationship they might have found themselves in, but I'm hearing it is all about the disclosure of truth today. And I do feel a lot of this truth did come through some type of investigation. I'm drawn to the sheriff's star on this individual's trench coat. So there could have been a criminal investigation. There could have been a legal proceeding of some kind. Again, however it might resonate for you. But the result of this is that something has ended and someone has walked away. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding these two cards? We have an Empress here. Taurus, Libra energy. Why is the, okay. Why is the Empress here? We have the Five of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I asked that question because I needed to determine, is this higher vibrational Empress energy, and remember gender is fluid, or are we looking at the distorted feminine? And if you recall at the beginning of the reading, looking at the Eight of Cups, I said someone has chosen to walk away. Someone has abandoned a situation, and it is this lower vibrational Empress. And I do believe it is the other half of the karmic couple, the karmic duo, because this Empress energy is coming in downgraded. That's the best way that I can describe it. It is not positive. And even in saying that, it's not that it feels bad. It feels empty. Whomever this distorted Empress is, I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles. He or she, again, gender is fluid, feels left out in the cold. They also feel financially bereft. Those are words that I'm getting. This is a distorted Empress that has lost everything. Eight of Cups to the Hermit to the Five of Pentacles, and it's because someone investigated this energy. Someone investigated this distorted Empress, looking again at this Eight of Cups. So I feel this distorted Empress either walked away, maybe from your person of interest or your person from the past, or maybe vice versa. This is who your person of interest, your person from the past is leaving. But this Empress is not coming in as that divine feminine energy should. The Empress is the culmination of all four of the queens. She is not being represented by all four of the queens right now. This is an Empress that's moving through loss. I can't make it up. The bottom of the deck, look who we have. We have the King of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Ought to be placed right underneath the Empress. This is the karmic duo, the karmic couple. Again, flip the genders however it resonates for you. And you're not trying to make any type of narrative fit. But this is the karmic divorce. This is the karmic breakup. This is the separation. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune to the world. Yeah, things have definitely ended on their end. They are experiencing karma. Now it's coming in as dual energies. They have experienced a downgrade in their own fortune with this Wheel of Fortune as everything around them comes to an end with this World card. It asks me place both of those cards underneath the Five of Pentacles and looking back again at the Eight of Cups to the World. This is confirming the earlier message that someone is leaving or someone has actually left. And I do feel it's a complete physical relocation that is being planned or that has been executed. So this person could already be out of the home. If it's not related to a home, it could be related to a business, looking at the Five of Pentacles. But I do feel that this is about some type of divorce, some type of separation between this lower vibrational King of Swords to the lower vibrational Empress, who are experiencing a downgrade in their fortune. I just heard some of them are losing everything because everything has come to a close with the World card. Wow. Can I get more on the Eight of Cups, please, for the collective? Can I get more on the Eight of Cups? Wow. Okay, so this individual is leaving to come towards you to make that offer right away. We have the Page of Cups to the Star energy, more water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to Aquarius energy with the Star card. That is still their wish, right? But as I've said, particularly I think in the last reading, this individual is committed to making this offer, to presenting this proposal. Now, again, just as in the last reading, and I believe the reading before that, we're not looking at a king or queen of cups, right? This is a Page of Cups offer. And again, it's a reflection of wherever it is this individual is leaving, and also like a symptom of what they are experiencing with this lower vibrational Empress energy, who could be an ex-wife, an ex-lover, right? A former spouse coming in as a downgraded Empress. This also could be a co-parent to this lower vibrational King of Swords. And this King of Swords is looking at me from the table as someone who's made a definitive decision, someone who has made a judgment of their own. This energy could also represent a lawyer, a judge, someone in a position of authority. But it's also definitely coming into this reading as this distorted Empress counterpart. Now again, they could have been living together, they could have been married, they could have been co-parenting, they could have been living and working together. Interesting, that's for someone. But there has been an investigation with this Hermit energy, and the outcome of whatever was discovered surrounding this karmic duo, this karmic couple, again, it has caused a breakup because someone has emotionally, Eight of Cups, packed their bags and have left because their wish, their desire is again to make this proposal, to make this offer, to have a new start, collective, with you. And as I expressed in the last reading, you may not want this. You know your story. But there are obviously some people in the collective that do. Because this is why this energy keeps re-emerging throughout all of the collective readings. So some of you in the collective are waiting to see whether this individual, male or female, is going to come back to you. Maybe some of you are preparing for that eventuality to happen because this individual has remained energetically connected to you, whether you've liked it or not. All of that Page of Swords energy that we were seeing, the spying, the taking notes, trying to find out when there is a good opportunity to somehow knock on your door, send you that message, or show up unexpectedly to wherever they think that they might find you. And it's quite possible this individual, whether you've seen them in 10 years, 5 years, a year, or 6 months, looking at this reading and recalling all of the previous readings, I feel that they absolutely know where you are. Your privacy for this individual has not been sacred because they have made it their business to follow you. Whereas once they made it their business to copy you, to imitate you, and to potentially steal from you, now they have made it their business to know exactly where you are, to know exactly what you're doing, and potentially who you may or may not be doing it with, because they want another chance. And for some of you, it might be a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance. I'm hearing for some a fifth, a sixth, a seventh. The numbers, they just showed me a plus sign. Some of you have gone round and around and around in circles with this energy, which is why some of you, looking at the Eight of Cups, you finally packed your bags and walked away. But looking at this Five of Pentacles, this person experiences extreme loss when it comes to you. And again, they're feeling it not just on a personal level, not just on a financial level. They are also experiencing this loss on a spiritual level. Because looking at this distorted Empress to this distorted King of Swords, each of these energies know that they made the wrong choice. Not just when they teamed up against you, interesting, but when they decided to team up with each other. There is no loyalty, there is no love here, whomever these two energies are. I just heard it was always about looking good, looking at the Five of Pentacles. It was about the status. It was about whatever clout they could squeeze out of your name, your energy, maybe even what you did for a living, or whatever type of relationship or situationship you might have fought, interesting, that you had with these energies. Because today, as we know, everybody involved, because they used a myriad of different people too, Eight of Cups energy to the Five of Pentacles, everyone knows the truth about what they did to you and why. But I feel in some aspects it's also less about you, because it's the truth that keeps being revealed about this karmic duo, this karmic couple, particularly as now they're moving through their own ending. There's no more secrets. There's no more places to hide. This couple, this duo, they've been completely busted. Whoa, can't make it up. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding today's reading? What else should they know? I can't make it up. Look who it is. It's the Emperor. And yes, the energy's distorted. Aries energy. Asked to be placed on top of the Empress. Wow. So it's definitely the karmic duo, the karmic couple who were masquerading as the Emperor and Empress, because they drew me right back to the Five of Pentacles, to the King of Swords. So as a couple, as a duo, looking at the Hermit energy, I feel they were jointly investigated. And again, that has come up in previous readings, but they're reiterating it again as I look at the Wheel of Fortune to the world. And this is the part of the losses, the changing karma, as well as the endings that they're experiencing. This karmic duo, this karmic couple, again, whomever or whatever they might mean to you, I just looked down at the King of Swords. This individual made some type of judgment against them. But I'm also feeling the King of Swords also as the Emperor, as the person that is moving through a divorce and through a separation as well. And looking at the Five of Pentacles, there's an issue surrounding money with this distorted Emperor to the distorted King of Swords energy combined. So I do feel that there has been some type of judgment surrounding finances, though there was something that was being hidden that has been exposed. And again, I do feel that this is something that could have been done towards you, could have involved you, maybe without your knowledge. But again, you know, it's caused a split, it's caused a judgment, it's caused a separation, because one of these individuals, one half of this karmic duo, as we've always known, has left emotionally. They keep highlighting that Eight of Cups to the Star, to the Page of Cups, because they're making their way towards you. That's what I'm getting. They're making their way towards you. And, you know, again, there is someone that leaves a comment. Well, I haven't heard from them yet. I've been looking. Stop. It's not the way that this works. That's not the way that it works. It really is. When I see comments like that, it makes me wonder about how much do you really trust in yourself? About what it is that you want from this energy, about what your own expectations are. Because again, this collective is split. There's a lot of you that want absolutely nothing to do with whomever you connect with when you listen to this message. But yet there's clearly another half of you that even though you're saying that you don't want to hear from this person, what you tell me is something different. So I do feel for a lot of you in the collective, like some of you have a lot of your own personal decisions to make, just in determining where do you really stand with this energy, with your past or your situationship or your relationship surrounding this person. Because this person, regardless, has chosen you. So what are you going to do if they do come back around? And if they don't come back around and you're hoping or you're expecting them to by listening to these messages, what's going to happen when they don't? I think my point is, whatever you decide, however things go, it shouldn't cause a huge landslide in your life if you know and are grounded in who you are and what it is that you want and what your expectations are. But I will, for the purposes of this energy, for the purposes of this reading, this individual recognizes that whatever distorted karmic situationship they found themselves in this imposter, emperor and empress energy, that's been completely busted. Because again, some people did their investigating, found out the truth, and the truth has these two individuals out in the cold, broke, feeling spiritually lost as well as emotionally. Again, there is no love that's being offered because someone else, one of these, one half of this karmic duo, again, they have their sights set on you, the Star to the Page of Cups. And the other half of this karmic duo is just trying to figure out how they're going to survive. Five of Pentacles to the King of Swords. But again, I feel the biggest part of this reading is the recollection that everything that they're moving through, or I should say the acknowledgement, that everything that they are moving through is what they created through their own choices, through their own free will. And looking at that Five of Pentacles again, that is where that spiritual loss is being felt. That is where that spiritual impoverishment is hitting really hard, because everything that they are moving through was created by both, I'm being told, both of their own hands. Whether it was their behavior towards you or their behavior towards the myriad of other people, Eight of Cups energy to the Five of Pentacles, that they involved in their schemes. Is there anything else the collective need to know? Anything else they need to know? We've got the Six of Swords here, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Again, same card from yesterday, trying to leave a difficult situation in order to move into calmer waters, right? Because where they are right now, because of everything that has been exposed, because of the breakup that is happening, because of someone walking out of the relationship, the loss of money, I heard the loss of credibility, potentially the loss of friends. Again, looking at the Six of Swords to the Eight of Cups to the World card, it's all about trying to cut their losses and literally run, leave. Spirit keeps saying, you can't make it up. I split the deck on mending and on TikTok. So not only have these individuals recognized that they have run out of time, they are still trying to mend the situation where they are, because looking at the Eight of Cups to the Page of Cups to the Star, because again, their intention is to still come towards you with that invitation to fix and mend things with you. Whoa. Can't make it up. What fell out onto my lap has come to the edge. They are hoping that you will take a chance. And this is what fell on the table upside down. By the book. So they are having problems achieving their own ends where they are because of the situation that they've now found themselves in, because they are in the midst of a breakup, because they feel that they have lost everything, and they are currently moving through their own changes in the wind. So collective, I can't make this up. I mean, I do feel today's reading has been pretty direct. I am going to close the reading here. If this reading resonated for you, again, I hope that you're going to take the information and the advice that Spirit shared to use it for your continued evolution and for your continued growth. And if this message did not resonate for you, then thank you again for sticking through until the very end. Please feel free to let it go, and maybe the next reading will be the one for you. But in saying that, I'm going to wish you a very happy, and even though a pretty wet Friday, at least here in Canada. I'm hoping wherever you are, I'm leaving you in good spirits, and I'm going to wish you all a very, very wonderful weekend. Until I see you all again on the next message, be well, take care of yourselves, and most importantly, try to take care of each other. Take care, everyone.